shenanigans.
These guys are a bunch of dumbasses.
Where'd I put my beer? Is that yours? Okay. There's mine. All right. That's a great way to start a segment. That's our new segment. Where'd I put my beer? Hold my beer. Right. All right. Welcome in on a Y'all Lifestyle Jonesy Q Boar's Head Charcuterie Board Friday. Jeff Jones, what's up, buddy? In the house. You're listening to ESPN 105.9 The Zone. If you're listening right now and you want to watch the show, go to our YouTube live channel, search Out of Bounds Sports. We'll be on for 20 minutes, showcasing some food. Jeff was kind enough to come up here and hang out with us and put together a Boar's Head charcuterie board and then cook some amazing food. Do you want to walk us through? First of all, how you doing, dude?
Doing well, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I mean, you know, we're good friends, but you make me mad with your post on Instagram because my son will be like, hey, Dad, can you cook that? I'm like, no, I can't cook that.
We can work on those skills.
Okay.
Easy to do.
All right.
Blake.
That's right.
Look, Jeff comes up today, puts together some really, really good-looking stuff. I'm going to let you just let it rip, walk us through the Boar's Head charcuterie board first, and then what you cooked on the grill, dude.
Well, welcome, Boar's Head, to the Out of Bounds show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a really good thing. Yeah. So we loaded up some of their assortment of cheeses and meats. So we have a really nice board here, some different type of crackers, cheeses. We do a little Tito's pimento cheese. Mm-hmm. We have a raspberry cranberry little sauce. We have straight from Japan some Japanese A5 olive wagyu.
Touchdown.
And we have some Syracuse sausage, jalapeno and cheese from my good friend Big Tex Trace of the Ultimate Smoker out in Texas.
Nice.
Yes, it looks good.
Looks great.
The good thing about it is we get to enjoy this before Blake does.
All right, we're going to make a plate.
Yep, plates right here.
All right, plates are here.
Appreciate that.
Jeff brought all the. I mean, this spread. What do you call this board?
It's just one of your meat cutting boards. It's got the gravy boat around it, so if you're carving something nice, the juices will roll off.
Okay.
Compared to a straight cutting board that won't hold it and it'll run off onto your table or whatever.
I got
So
you.
that's basically what this groove's for.
Okay. All right. Blake, can you see this?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. I think it's cool. What do you think, Blake? I love this. Look.
I'm jealous that I'm not eating and I have to work.
Well, I'm jealous that I don't have this at my house.
Oh, well, the board itself,
Or that I'm
yeah.
not selling it.
Yeah. I have a side question, not to get too far down a rabbit
Well, we got
hole.
plenty of time. Go ahead, big
Jeff,
dog.
Yes,
how
sir.
do you clean and preserve your wood cutting boards when you use specifically meats on them?
It is they make a cutting board kit that is a oil that you oil it down so it keeps a lot of the juices from penetrating and staining the board. And then you put wax, buff it with a little wax, and it keeps it from drying out.
Got you. Do you have a board that you use for raw meat and one for
Yes.
Okay.
I usually use a lot of the disposable cutting boards they make. That way you can cut meat, chicken, whatever you want. If you do chicken on one side, you can throw it away. You don't have to worry about washing it, and it's a lot more of a cleaner process for it. And then most of the cutting boards is for presentation. Usually, like I cut the steak and the sausage up on another cutting board and place it on the nice display boards.
Looks great. You're listening to Out of Bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Jeff Jones in the house. Jonesy Q sauces and seasoning rubs. This is the Gold Digger, which I love the names. Here's Money Honey. This is Wendy's favorite.
Cow Pal.
Cow
This
Pal.
is what we put on the A5. We did a little love rub, just a little salt, pepper, garlic with a little bit of our Cow Pal. And then we put our new Wagyu Q steak sauce on it.
Nice.
So it's going to be on the market here soon. We've got a little of our new hot sauce, Jonesy Q hot sauce, that we're going to pair up with some of these deli meats and sausage.
All right, so I'm making a plate. Is that what we're doing? Am I just grabbing this with my hands?
I'd grab with your hands.
All right,
It's just
cool.
us.
All right, it's just us. Blake, are you jealous?
Obviously.
Yeah. Look
Should've
at
eaten
this.
some of that, dude.
This is ridiculous.
Should have eaten some beforehand.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm just going to get a little bit of everything
All right,
here.
so I know
These pickles look great.
know that the question of what is exactly everything is maybe off the limits, but
I've got some.
what can you give me like a somewhat complete rundown of what meats and cheeses are on there in general?
Salamis. Well, we've got it all over here. We've got a pepperoni. We've got a little smoked turkey, honey-cured ham, salami, and bruschetta. Cheeses, we've got a jalapeno, Gouda, white cheddar, a little Parmesan. We have a little bit of our boars and cheese bread, which I love on avocados. We have a little bit of pimento cheese, assortment of crackers, and our gherkins.
Wow.
Your gherkins.
Gherkin pickles.
Look at that. What do you think I should like this?
That's
Which
beautiful.
one? Both?
Yeah. And
Okay.
then you've got a little sauce here if you want.
Are you a pepper jelly fan, Jeff?
Good question. Here we go.
No, not a pepper jelly kind of guy.
Really? Is it
Yeah.
because of the cream cheese or just pepper jelly in general? What's because like I think charcuterie board, I always think of like some version of a pepper jelly or something.
They've kind of ventured off a little bit more. For example, they have a cranberry orange preserve now that I think gives a little bit more fruitiness to the smoked meats and a lot of the smoked cheeses.
So it's a similar consistency of a pepper jelly, but not the
Yes.
same recipe.
Yeah, pepper jellies were always just there. That's why I became accustomed to serving it. And then everyone started branching out, and I think it just opens up your palate instead of having the same pepper jelly. Pepper jelly on a pepper jack cheese, add a little fruit preserve to it,
Oh,
hit your taste buds a little different.
this is next level stuff right
I didn't
here.
realize you'd already cut this wagyu.
Oh, yeah,
This is going to be ridiculous.
just melt in your mouth.
Okay, here we go. Blake, I'm going in on the
Yeah,
wagyu.
have at it. Y'all make those plates and then feel
All right.
free to sit down.
All right.
This is incredible radio, so I'll just fill in it here. We're live in the Bank Plus studio. This is the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Brought to you, of course, by Boar's Head, your home for deli meats, cheeses, hummus, incredible opportunities for charcuterie boards. And don't just think deli meats like, hey, I'm making a sandwich as a, pass off for a real meal. This is next level, high quality meats and cheeses, and of course, hummus, as well as a few other options. Boar's Head, check them out online. We're really excited to have them on the show, as well as Jonesy Q, Sauces and Rubs, Jeff Jones, who gave me a hard time because I forgot he was coming in today, but it's fine. We made it work. It's all good.
We found out at 9 o'clock last night.
Don't worry about it. Shout out to Beaver for still doing his job, even past hours. Appreciate that. But we made
Due
it
to your
work.
struggles, man.
Oh, I love you so much.
Look at that. Jeff Hollywood Jones. Hey, by the way, Blake just
love
had to
Jeff.
start talking on the radio because I
You started eating like
I
you
just
weren't
started
on-
eating the wagyu and I wasn't
you
even
weren't
thinking.
On live radio.
Good. I just went to a place and I don't know what I was doing.
I was like, I sat there and there was like
And-
dead silence.
Blake's like, he recognizes that dead silence is the worst thing on live radio. That was great.
I was going to say something, but as the guest,
It's fine.
you just don't want to go
Yeah.
there.
I've started labeling you, Jeff. I'll turn your mic off. I've started labeling you, y'all lifestyle head chef. I hope
yes.
I hope that's okay. I kind of figured that like fit your.
I won't be eating lunch, but
This is a brunch, Friday
it is brunch. Thank you very
Bloody
much.
Mary beer brunch.
Hey, Robert St. John and Scott Kessler and all the cool people that we are in our culinary world would, Jeff Good, Dan Blumenthal would be jealous of what's happening now. All right, Out of Bounds, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Now Blake took the plunge,
Yeah.
It's over. Now nobody's manning the ship.
which I don't blame him,
It's on
Oh, boy.
cruise control, autopilot.
so that we can add all of, keep all the sponsors, partners in. Jeff and I poured, for the first time, because we just got this on tap, Jeff and I poured a Parish Brewing Cane Break beer. It's a wheat ale. It's delicious. It's not heavy craft or anything like that. It's not hop. Obviously, it's a wheat ale. It's not hoppy. So excited about this beer. It is delicious and goes really
good.
well with the meat, the boar's head meats and cheeses that Jeff put together, and that sausage that Jeff nailed.
That sausage is
Good
incredible.
Lord. I mean, this thing's got, all right, Blake, does this sausage have some kick in it or what?
The best part is, as Jeff can tell you, the best kick is not the one that hits you in the front of the mouth. It hits you in the back of the mouth about three or 4 seconds after you've eaten it. That's what this sausage is. You eat it, and then about 4 seconds later, your tongue is watering because it's got that extra late hit of spice. Oh, that's next level seasoning too.
I got this. Next time we do this, we invite 6 listeners in.
Why?
Why?
I don't want to give them my food. I'm just kidding. No, I get you. All right, I'm down.
We've had some incredible food spreads in here, and you know, some talented people. I think Jeff just took this damn thing to a whole nother level. So again, Jeff Jones, Jonesy Q, sauces, award-winning sauces and seasoning. And we've been talking about the Delta Q and the Wow Q for months now. Wow Q's got a kick in it, but it's not like, doesn't overpower you, but it's got a kick in it. This does not. I like to mix the two depending on what I'm doing. This is great, a shot of this and a Bloody Mary. And then you can do all sorts of things. In fact, this dip with this, home run. You dip cheese in this bad boy.
Yeah.
All day long.
Sausage, cheese into the barbecue sauce. It's
All day
like
long.
and then you add the little Gherkins pickle. Woo!
I know that thing is
It's a whole new
And
world.
look, man, I love pickles.
Yeah,
name
you
it.
damn
On
right.
sandwiches. Go ahead, bud.
How's the steak?
Blake?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't going to tell people about it, but it's incredible. Let me ask you this. What's the fruit compote that you gave me?
It is the,
God's good.
I know.
it's a cranberry and orange preserve,
Okay, and
which
then
is really good on pork.
What's the white
Yes.
like spread?
Boursin cheese bread.
Boar's. Okay, so I put some of the white cheese and the preserve together, and I put it on the sausage because that's just kind of how my plate was laid out, and I almost had an aneurysm and passed out.
Well,
I make a stuffed avocado with the Boursin cheese spread
Oh,
when I grill it, and it is next level.
wow.
So trying to take a little bit more of the cheese aspects of it and working it in with your dishes. As far as people do lamb chops, they usually do with a mint
Yeah,
jelly on it. Not a big mint jelly fan.
me neither.
me
So
neither. I
I've
hate
gone
that.
more to a fruity preserve on it. Heat it up, make more of a little liquid sauce to put on top of it. Excellent.
Okay, let's talk lamb. What of your dry rubs
He
would
threw up
you
a-
suggest putting on your lamb? Because
Good question.
I've always been a Cavender's on lamb. That's
Oh,
been
good
my
hell.
go-to.
He's about to smoke you.
That's fine. It's just great. I mean, that's just what I've always
I did
used.
lamb chops the other day with our new lemon pepper pineapple rub.
Lemon pepper pineapple.
Lemon pepper pineapple.
That's new because I don't have that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's in production right now. We took our ecstasy platform, pulled the jalapeno, a little of the garlic out, pulled the butter powder out. It's MSG free. We added a little bit more lemon to the already existing pepper in it to give it a little lemon taste, and then we came back with that with a little pineapple kick. So we did some lamb chops the other day. It was excellent with that.
Yeah, and he threw them up on Instagram.
Ooh, I'm into that try.
Instagram is at Jonesy Q.
Yes, Jonesy Q
You'll find
barbecue or wood fire smoke.
Yeah. Oh, I like what you're doing with the wood fire smoke.
Yeah, we're trying to, Jonesy Q is more about the barbecue aspect of things. So we're launching out a different line of seasonings and sauces that's going to tailor more towards the aspect of in-house dining. So
Yeah.
cooking, not so much barbecue, but getting the lamb chops or cooking chicken dishes in the oven and coming out with seasonings and so forth. That's kind of where this is going to run into. More kitchen seasonings for, the wife in the house.
Sure.
That doesn't want to get crazy with a lot of what we use for barbecue. We've learned something from asking a lot of the ladies. They like a smaller bottle in their cabinets instead of a large bottle.
That makes sense.
And so everybody's like, why are you going to the smaller bottles with some of those things? And it's so that it fits in your kitchen cabinet a little better.
Yeah.
A little bit smaller bottles for the sauces. It's going to be a less expensive item than going with the larger bottles, but that's the whole concept behind it.
All right, let me ask you this. Jeff Hollywood Jones, with Jonesy Q sauces and rubs, on the Out of Bounds show, ESPN 1059 The Zone. You can find most of this stuff at the Y'all Lifestyle shop in the township by Nukes. I don't have Gold Digger, and I'll have to get it. But I do have Money Honey, Ecstasy. I've got Cow Pal, and one other one.
The Gold
I need
Digger
Love
is
Rub,
very
too.
unique. It's a wet or dry seasoning. So you could mix, if you wanted to brine some chicken, and most people soak their chicken in milk or buttermilk, you can add this to it. It's more of a sweet pecan, honey, apple flavoring to it. You can mix it with a broth and inject it into pork or Boston butts. And my
Nice.
favorite is sprinkling this on ice cream. If you put this on vanilla ice cream, it is going to take it to a whole new out-of-bounds level.
Stop it. Shut your mouth.
So it's a dessert seasoning as well.
Did you
A
say
dessert
ice cream?
seasoning.
Ice cream.
I want some of this.
I was
in the
about to say,
Y'all
I'm about to
Lifestyle
take
shop.
some of that home in a bucket just to try on my ice cream.
Let's switch gears on the olive wagyu from Japan. You know that slice that I had?
Yeah.
How many ounces was that?
Probably about an ounce.
Okay, so I can do another one.
So that was like
One
$25.
sliver is probably about an ounce. I mean, it's very rich because the fat to meat ratio is different from what you would normally see. This is mostly fat and less meat, and so that's why it melts in your mouth. And it's always recommended, minimum, most restaurants are going to make you order at least 6 ounces of this, and I think that's the perfect amount because if you get into trying to eat 8 ounces of the stuff or 12 ounces, it's so rich, kind of upset your stomach a little bit. So the restaurants nailed it when they said, hey, minimum 6 ounces is what you need to go with because it can range anywhere from $75 to $125 an ounce.
Yeah.
So when you order 6 ounces of this stuff,
I think it's $90, $95
you're
at
going to spend a couple $100.
Kessler Prom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do 2-ounce portions.
Is that what Scott does?
So you can't buy 1-ounce servings. They come in 2-ounce servings.
Okay.
And then you can order, I guess
I've
it's
never
many
seen
as you
a
want.
2-ounce offering. The minimum I've seen is 4.
Gotcha.
But it's proportioned right. It's if you want to get a larger portion to split, like I said, what was the weight on this steak? I don't even remember off the top of my head, but it's one ribeye will feed 4 people easily.
See, that's great.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're into sharing plates like we do when we eat, we order 4 entrees
Yeah,
for 2 people, and then we
absolutely.
just split it up and go.
Blake, we're going to wrap up the last 5 minutes or so over here. Is that cool? All right, great.
That way I can eat.
That way, Jeff Jones
Blake
can.
stopped talking. He went straight into eating mode.
Those two pieces of wagyu were serious.
Dave says this show is cracking him up and making him really hungry.
Hey, do I need to turn this off?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to switch you.
I'm on. And back on the microphone. You can watch the last piece of the show, part of the show, on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Out of Bounds Sports. YouTube channel, Out of Bounds Sports. And want to welcome you in, say good morning. You're listening to WRKS 1059 The Zone, ESPN. Special guest in studio, Jeff Hollywood Jones, owner of Jonesy Q Barbecue Sauces and Seasoning, award-winning. And he was kind enough to put together an amazing Boar's Head charcuterie spread and then some delicious jalapeno cheese sausage and also some olive wagyu steak from Japan. You did a heck of a job this morning, man.
Well, listening last week when I was heading to Orlando to get the new Jonesy Q tour bus, heard you speaking about Boar's Head, and I told Blake, I said, man, that is an awesome addition to the Out of Bounds show. And what other aspect can we do on a Friday with the Bloody Marys and the cold beers to do a nice charcuterie board? Their cheeses and meats are excellent. You can find them in grocery stores across the country. I mean, hands down, the deli meats are great. And people sometimes don't want to order it because of the price, but the price is worth it.
It's work quality, absolutely.
So very pleased with this stuff.
And our man just got a new tour bus. So we're going to have to take, once he gets back from his out west trip, I see an Out of Bounds Y'all Lifestyle Jonesy Q road trip in our near future.
I can see us doing a road trip to Starkville to the new store
Yes, that's right.
and do a
That's
remote
right.
from there. And we can showcase some of the Jonesy Q seasonings and sauces there as well.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
What if we take a
That's a great
trip to
idea.
Dallas because Jerry Jones says he's going to let people watch the Cowboys this.
Well, that's his stomping ground.
Yeah.
That's where I'm Lubbock. I got family in Dallas.
We're
I
not
got
going to
family all
Lubbock.
over at Fort
I'll go
Worth.
to Dallas with you.
I'm sorry. I'm saying I'm Texas born and bred, baby. I'm with you. Let's go.
I think we could do a road trip. You know, I do have an Uncle Jerry Jones.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I do. From Peleahatchee, Mississippi. Was a former state trooper, retired.
Well, shout out.
Yeah, Uncle Jerry's doing well. But I always tell people, it's like, yeah, my Uncle Jerry. And they think it's Jerry Jones for the Cowboys. I wish. I tell you what was funny. I went to the Super Bowl a couple years back in Minneapolis and went to walk into the restaurant and look over my left shoulder, and there's Jerry's Dallas Cowboy tour bus sitting there. So he had the bus driven up from Dallas.
Yeah.
So to chauffeur him between events. Couldn't get the yacht up there, of course. So that's the
tough.
reason the bus. I mean, the tough
It's a hard
lifestyle. But
knock
since he
life.
won't let me borrow that bus, I went and got my own.
Yours is nice.
How many feet?
We are taking a road trip.
It's 44 foot of luxury. I tell everybody it's the most
44
expensive house I've ever purchased that had the new car smell.
Let's say I could get you a cheaper
pretty
house,
good.
and I can get you some hanging up air fresheners. We can get that new car smell for a lot less.
The most expensive house with a new car smell I've ever bought. I love that.
So it's 44 feet. Walk me through the layout.
Oh.
Like when you walk
he
in
threw
the
up
front door.
a pic of his son in there. It's a big spot.
We need the
'cause his son
virtual
looks
tour.
small.
Yeah, you walk into heated marbled floors.
Oh, yes.
You have a dual recliner
It's like
where I'll be-
captain
to your
chairs.
left.
I'll be watching football there.
Right, and you have a nice full-size couch that has a sofa bed that the TV pops up from behind it.
Oh.
Then you walk into the kitchen. It has a dinette set, 4-chair dinette set. And from there you move. You have a half bath, which is the nice thing I like about it is it has a full-size home refrigerator. So you actually have a freezer, double door
Okay.
up top. Go into the back, king-size incline, recline bed, which is very nice. TV, dressers, and then you walk into the full bath. So it has a huge bathroom, shower, additional toilet in the back. It has a walk-in closet with a washer and dryer in the back. Oh, it has a dishwasher. You'll love this. The microwave and dishwasher, you can work off of your app. So the
There you
guy
go.
told
Of
me,
course.
he said, the bad thing about this is a gentleman that purchased a similar bus was trying to show off, hey, man, you can start the dishwasher. And then the wife said, well, when you're done playing with that, go to the store and get some more bread because all the bread was in the dishwasher.
Oh.
That's where she stored the bread.
Oh, no.
And he soaked it down. So
All right, well, that's it. That's a great story. That's it for today. Jeff Jones, thank you, buddy.
thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Jeff Hollywood Jones, Jonesy Q, award-winning Jonesy Q barbecue sauces and seasonings. You can find them all over stores and so on. And you can find them at the Y'all Lifestyle Shop in the township by Nukes. And he was kind enough to put together an amazing boar's head charcuterie spread. And then he threw in some wagyu beef from Japan and some amazing sausage, and he cooked it on the Gourmet Guru Grill.
Look,
At the Golden Moon Casino. Thank you.
this weekend.
They open today at noon. The Golden Moon Casino, Sportsbook, and Casino opens today at noon, and Dancing Rabbit Golf Club is open. See you.